It's the Boxing Day game versus Fleetwood Town. We're away. Hope we all had a very good Christmas, and I hope the lads are prepared and ready for this, and we don't have too many Christmas hangers. Hi guys, and welcome to the video. If you could like, share, and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets it in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. The Talking Wednesday podcast released our Christmas special yesterday during Christmas Day. It was a very good episode. It was a good one with me, Jack, and Dex. We did a quiz. I won. Yes. Woohoo. Both of them, by the way. Won both of them. But yeah, it was a good Christmas special. We had fun filming that. It nearly killed me due to the fact that my lungs were just dead. But yeah, it's a good one. Go give it a watch, and we've got some more planned, and we're getting very, very close to our 100th episode, which is going to be really good. To get to a podcast to 100th episode is just a really good milestone, and we're dead proud of it. So, when they've got Fleetwood Town at their place. Now, this is a team who've been on a really good little run of late, doing some good work with getting last-minute winners or draws. And I really love how they're got that never can die attitude at the minute. I hope we don't have to deal with that today. Now, some of the talking points, excuse me, some of the talking points for Wednesday was, are we going to be able to have a Barry Bannon back? Are we going to have a Bayer back? Are we going to do this? We're not the best team over Christmas period. Let's be honest. Boxing Day period, we really are bad. But the good news is, see on the screen right now, I will get into that in a minute. But we'll talk about the home team. Lynch, Weirdo, someone who we were linked with actually. Mendic Gomez, Bella, Morton, Warrington, Garner, Isala, Batty, Rooney, Johnson, Solaki, Andrew, Muska, Lane, Gardner, Okamende, and Hayes. Wednesday, go with Dawson. He keeps his place in the squad, so he should. I thought he had a good game. Palmer, McGuinness, James. Mighton starts after having a good spell in the behind closed door game versus Donny Rovers. Backinson, Bannon, Byers, Johnson, Gregory, Smith. Is this possibly a 4? Play it as a 4-4. Palmer, McGuinness, James, Mighton. Not really, no. So, Mighton probably going to play in like a wing-back role, which kind of annoys me because that's not his role. He's not a wing-back, but square holes, round pegs. It's that whole kind of thing. I may have got that wrong. Bayer, Johnson, Gregory, Smith, Stockdale, Hunt, Fenelue, Delibashir, Volks, Patterson, and Windass. Windass dropped for this one, which is interesting. Now, I know that Windass and Wilkes spent Christmas together. They're really good mates. No Wilkes in this starting lineup either, which is interesting. Nowhere to be seen, so I wonder if we're going to be saving him for the Vale game. He needs to kick on this second half of the season massively. If he's one player that needs to kick on, it's him. But we'll see what happens. But good lineup. Great to have Bannon and Bayer back in that midfield. That is crucial. The one thing we lacked in the last game was just the urgency, no creativity. Now we've got both the creative midfielders back. We need to start looking to get players around that level who can step up when they're not there. But great to have them back. It's much needed. Smith and Gregory up top as well. I think that's a smart one. I like it when those two are playing up top. They link up well. Strikers need to pitch in a bit more, let's be honest, as well. So let's see how we do. Hopefully get 3 points on Boxing Day. And by the end of this video, we're all happy. And we're like looking at the table, hoping results have gone our way as well. But it's a Boxing Day game. We don't have a good Christmas period normally. Let's see if we can put that hoodoo to rest. Well, what can I say about that first half? We were a bit poor. We had to get into the game. And they played some really good football and knocked it about a bit and had us scampering a little bit. They go 1-0 up, and it's a very good goal, but it's just poor defending by us. Once again, it's poor defending by us. No one closes him down. He takes the shot, and it's a goal. It's a good goal, to be fair. Dawson does get down for it, but doesn't really do it. We wake up a little bit. We start getting a bit further forward. We're trying to make things happen. Gregory's having a fantastic game. really good touches. Him and Smith link-up play works really well. Great. There was a great header by McGuinness who nearly made it 1-1, and you're thinking, right, we can get into this here. But that game is kind of doing well. But the annoying thing is you're watching this game and you're like, right, let's see what can I... And then Barnsley go 1-0. It doesn't help us because at the moment, at that time, I think they were only like 4 or 5 points behind us, and they are on a really good run at the minute. They're a team who we're going to have to watch very carefully because they are playing some really good football at the minute and picking wins up, and we're not doing. We do make it 1-1, and it's a bit of a fluke of a goal, let's be honest. It comes in, but Byers is alive to it. It gets around everywhere. We take the shot in the box. He makes it 1-1, and it shows you how much we've missed that kind of person in the box just willing to take a chance. But then you also look at other bits. We're trying to get other things going. We're trying to have chances, and we get some really good crosses into box, but no one's there or no one gambles on it. And that's the bit, no one gambling on it. Thinking, right, get onto that. Smith has had some really good chances, but the problem I have with Smith is when it doesn't go his right, his arms in the air, which I get, but then you want him to go on and just carry on. Now, Gregory gets a tackle on him, and it's a bad one, and it looks like he just went down badly on his back. But it looks like he goes off, and you're thinking, right, he be okay, but he's not. Patterson comes on. We lose Gregory, and he's been our best player the entire game. Some really good work by Mighton when he had been getting full, but it's more his defensive thing. But the thing that gets me, Johnson's not done great. He crosses it great, but he's not a wing back. Mighton's not a wing back. My thing is, if you're going to play wing backs, bring wing backs in the transfer window. Stop making the converted wingers into wing backs who are not that. I like Johnson, but when he plays as a wing back, he's just so bad when he gets back to do defensive work at times. And then you're having to pull James out of position to cover him, and then you're leaving a massive gap in the back. That is the thing that's doing my head in at a minute. And you're like, come on, let's just do well here. They have a fantastic chance near half time as well. And it comes in, they hit the bar, then Dawson goes to hit it. He's never got a cat and hell chance of getting there. He was blocked off, misses it. They have another chance, and it cleared. It's a save, and then it cleared off the line. And they should be 2-1 up. They play some really good stuff. When they break as well, when they break forward, they are very good at just splitting us in half. And the problem is, when they are splitting us in half, the issue you've got is, sometimes because James is covering for Johnson not getting back, it's leaving the gap, so it's easy to get into. So they're having 3-on-2s all the time. They have another good shot by Rooney, who has a really good chance. It's a good save, but it's not ticked around the bar, post even. It's into the box still, which I kind of want you, Dawson, to improve on. Marvin Johnson got a good crossing, but no one got onto it. Again, same with similar on the other side. Byers and Bannon, good link-up play. But it's just poor at times. It's like, come on, lads, wake up at times, especially at the back with defending. You're like, right, wake up. And in midfield, I don't think Backinson, but he's done okay, but I think he's been a bit of a passenger in this game at times. Bannon and Byers doing really well, but we lack something. It's really weird. We just lack something at the minute, and we're playing well, but we've had to get into that game. We shouldn't be having to get into that game for a team to go barefoot to go, oh, hang on, let's wake up and play a game of football. It's doing my head in. If you're going to play wing backs, go buy wing backs in January. Go do that, because I'm getting sick and tired of doing it. Or go change the formation so you can make them work in what they need. But at half time, it's 1-1. There were 6 minutes out of time as well. Ipswich is also 2-0 up at the moment as well, which ain't great. We got to wake up. There need to be some words said in that. It's Darren Moore's 100th game today. And yeah, love him or hate him, it's still not been great football at times in the game. There's certain teams we come against and we don't seem to perform or step up. We need to wake up in that second half. We need to kick up the backside, and we need to play our game a little bit more and try and get forward. Because when we can get Mighton and Johnson playing as wingers, they're superb. Mighton, to be fair, have been really good with his defensive work in this game. Johnson, not so much. But it's 1-1. We're still in it. We've still got another 45 minutes to go. But please don't lose 20. We need to have maximum points from the next 3 games just to keep ahead, because at minute it's, I think it's 48 points top two, then it's us on 44, I want to say, and then it's Barnsley on 39, and they are slowly creeping to us, and they could quite easily knock us out of third place and put us back in a situation where we're in playoffs. We're in playoff now, but where we're in playoffs and we're not in with a chance of getting into that automatic, which had been the goal all we've heard this year. Automatic. So if that's the goal we're going for, got to strive for it. But half time, it's 1-1. Sorry. So second half, you're like hoping we can get some, add a bit more energy to try and think. But they get the ball forward, kept pressuring. Mighton does really well with keeping the ball. He had some good little flicks and turns, and we're trying to get forward. Great ball from Johnson to Mighton with some quick feet, get a throw in. They get a free kick, and you can tell Baz is trying to get into the game, but not trying to push him much. You did see a little bit, not half in, half out, but you can tell he's just trying to manage it. Dawson does okay, but you worry with the wind, especially when a ball comes in. Like that wind, saw what happened in the first half with a, hoping it doesn't happen again. And it got very scrappy. It got really not end to end, but you had the ball, we had the ball. Midfield got overrun a little bit at times. I think changed this a little bit. And it just felt there was no consistency in terms of play. There was no fluid move. It was like you lose the ball and then we'll have it a bit, and then we'll lose the ball and you have it a bit. It felt a bit stop start at times. They do have some really good stuff when they're going forward and trying to get forward, but we do eventually get the goal though. It's great work by Johnson to win the corner, which looking for corner, but we got it. Ball comes in, it gets hit out to Johnson, who controls it and just hits it. Now, in what my notes were, I had criticised Johnson a little bit, turning around and saying, if Darren Moore wants to play actually get some wing backs that do it. Because sometimes Johnson had the issue where Johnson will be going forward, but then you've got the likes of James who's having to then cover for him, which then leaves a hole in the defence. And that's the problem. Sometimes Johnson doesn't get back in time. It's an excellent volley. It really is. And you start seeing players go down, like the likes of Bannon and Byers go down, and you're like, that's not good here. We need to sort this out a little bit, because with Bannon just wanting to check in minutes, and Byers, who hasn't actually played any game for 2 months, they both had cramp. So you start to look at the change and stuff. And then there's a foul on Johnson, and John Rooney just loses his head. Really loses his head. He gets a speaking to the yellow card for the player who made the foul, and then Sean Rooney just loses it. He absolutely loses his head. He's going after Marvin Johnson on the floor. He's trying to fight anyone who'll fight him. Referee then sends him off. As he's getting sent off, as he's walking off, he's making a beeline for Darren Moore. He's making a beeline to Darren Moore, and I don't know what's been said, but then he pushes Darren Moore, and then David Stockdale comes in. And Sean Rooney's had to be taken from the touchline from 2 members of the Fleetwood team, coaching staff, to go and calm down, because that was just insane. He just lost his head. There's no need for it. He just lost his head completely. They'll go down to 10 men. They have to change it a little bit, and they do play well. We get 7 minutes at a time as well. And I made this a point in the preview that they do dig in till the last minute. They have got some last-minute equalisers recently and winners in the 97, 8, whatever minutes it's been. And I'm thinking they might do this here because they have back-to-back corners. We try and get forward. There was a great chance by Patterson, really good run, but he just couldn't get the last bit. All in all, it's 3 points on Boxing Day, which is fantastic. It's what we need. Give me a minute. But the style of play wasn't great. We looked at it a little bit lacking. Again, there's talk that Iorfa's may have an injury, so he's got a scan. So defenders is what we need in this transfer window, definitely. Because You don't want to start dropping like flies right now. Now, in terms of the actual table and result today, let's go to results today. Barnsley 1-1. Atkins and Stanley got a penalty to make it 1-1, which is great. Burton 3-0 versus Lincoln. Cambridge 2-1 versus Shrewsbury. 1-1 versus Peterborough and Cheltenham. Plymouth left it till the 79th minute to get a win. So they are now on the 50-point mark. Good for them. They are top as well. We won 2-1. Ipswich 3-0 versus Oxford. They really play some good football versus Oxford today, by the sounds of it. A lot of their fans thinking it's going to take a lot for people to catch them, but if Plymouth keep doing what they're doing, and that really will help Ipswich goal difference as well. MK Don get a much needed 1-0 win. Vale beat Morecambe and next team to play us at home at Wednesday, so it'll be interesting how we do. 2-1 to Wickham, Wanderers versus Bristol Rovers. And yeah, so the table looks like this. We'll go from the bottom first. Morecambe on the bottom with 15. Burton on 19. Forest Green on 20. MK Dons starting to make a little bit of a turnaround now. They're on 21. But Accrington Stanley on 22. Be interesting. Fleetwood Day in 16th place on 26. So at the top, it looks like this. Plymouth are on 50 points. Top of the tree, 17 goal difference. Ipswich Town are on in second on 48 points and a 22 goal difference. Wednesday are in third with a 20 goal difference and 46 points. Need to start turning some of those draws into wins. That could be something that costs us if we're not careful. Barnsley 1-1. It keeps their little record going for them because they haven't lost in age. I think there were 5 unbeaten going into that. And so they're on 37 points and 11 goal difference. Bolton, 7 goal difference, 35 points. And Wickham are in the playoff places now. You're pushing Derby out because Derby haven't played yet. Barnsley got Fleetwood next. So, all in all, it's a good 3 points, but we need to do certain things a little bit better. Need to not let certain teams run over us a little bit. But 3 points, that's the main thing. We're back to winning ways. If we can get the maximum points during the Christmas period, it will be fantastic. But it's going to take a lot of work by the lads. 3 points on Boxing Day is fantastic. Have a good one. I will see you on the 20. It'll be 28th for the preview and then for the game on the 29th. And then I won't till probably the 31st. It's New Year's Eve, so I will wish you a Happy New Year everyone. But I will possibly actually do a video. Actually, I've got a video what I want to call actually. So there might be another video in between there. But thank you for watching, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe and love to your loved ones and make